Hey everyone, Molweni Dumelang Sanibonani. It is your girl here, and once again I am back with another video. As you know what time and day it is today. Today is Thursday and this is Thursday Talks with You. Before we get to the actual video, I would like to give a shout out to our 3 winners for subs for me. Third position we have Inkita Makapela. Second position we have Usnilita Dunzela. And first position we have Usinovuyo Soyama. Thank you so much guys for participating in the competition, and to each and every one of you guys who participated, I'm giving you all a shout out. Now, let's get to it.
Whatever. Obviously.
Wow.
Why didn't I win anyway?
Because they're men.
Because I'm... At any rate, we move.
We are moving right along. Swift.
In today's session, we will be talking about the concern with gender equal rights for both men and women, the expression of these concerns through theory and actions, and the valuing of individuals based on their contribution to the society rather than their characteristic. All in all, or to sum it up, we will be talking about feminism. And to dwell on this conversation, I am joined by 2 gents whom I will give a chance to introduce themselves.
Hey, ladies first. We literally did not prepare it. Got you right?
Ladies first.
Yeah, we are the same person.
Yeah.
Literally. Okay. Gosnat, soon to be your co-host. Soon.
Co-host, because at this point.
Soon to be your co-host. Soon.
Yes.
Yeah. Who's there?
It's your boy Spectacular. Oh guys, this is
Who's
fun.
boy? Hey, question. Who's boy?
They are boy. From now on, I'm their boy Spectacular Smooth.
Okay. Legendary.
Legendary. Anyway, soon to be your co-host, because this shit looks fun.
Yeah.
The camera looks nice in my spectacles.
Okay.
Anyway,
Okay.
take it from here.
We make your camera look good.
Okay. And as I've mentioned, ladies and gents, today we will be talking about feminism. So first things first, guys, what is your view on feminism before we start? Like, what's your view on it?
Alakhulumu there, boy.
Your boy, what is feminism for me? I honestly still don't understand the concept. I don't understand what you guys are making a fuss about it for. It is just a movement for women to make more noise than they already do. That's what I think on a personal scale.
Lord. I think we're going to delve later, but it's a movement to empower women to balance out or even out the scales. We live in a male-dominated, male-centric world, so feminism is necessary to balance out, to even out things a bit in the world. We are not naive to think it will ever be equal, but.
Speaking about empowerment and women, do you guys think that feminism empowers both women and men? Like, do you think both genders are entitled to the same political, social, and economic right?
One, no.
Not at all.
You can hear the word feminism.
It's in the name.
It does not empower both people. Why? Because the other gender, us. I'm not gay, by the way. I'm very straight.
I don't think even gays are empowered. They're still considered men. They might fight with them, but they're still considered men.
So if feminism does not empower men, it only empowers women. Because already men are already perceived as, yeah, they have a leg up on women, they have the advantage over women, they have more positions, everything is male dominated. So why should we empower them more? So feminism is all for empowering the women.
It's not necessary. They've always been empowered. In case you guys don't know, women have always had a better life and better living situations. It's just the small things.
How so?
It's just the small things that you guys are seeing to be, you guys want empowerment from. It's like, you all want to be empowered. You want more people in power, in higher positions, but fail to understand why men have those positions. See, men have higher positions because a man can sacrifice everything. He can risk it all to come into work at 3 a.m. whether he has a kid or not. Whereas a woman can't do that. You can't call a woman at 3 a.m. and tell her, hey, you're needed in the office, come through. She's got kids. She won't leave her kids for her job. As much as she needs it, she'll tell them, I understand it's overtime, but I can't.
Beg to differ though.
How so?
Okay, there's one thing about it they fail to understand. Women can do what men can do.
Don't say better, please.
And probably better. Probably better. So if a man can risk it, so can a woman, whatever that is. English is not my mother, guys.
I think it's mother's tongue.
English is not my mother. My mother is in Jaws, so yeah.
So is mine. Wow. We're not brothers though, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know who he is. We have.
Why you from a manga on camera?
Moving on, does the culture you guys grew up in have different expectations for male and females?
No. My parents expected the dishes to be done. They didn't care who did them. The dishes should have been done.
Love it.
Okay, I think, yeah, different expectations for different genders. I am all for the feminism movement, and I get why. So, where I grew up, Boba and Westfazan for the most part, so I couldn't say I was exposed that much to gender roles early. But outside, yeah, I would see that. Because 3 houses down from Lankalakon, Kalamatsong, Mashana, whatever, however you want to call it.
Please.
Touchy subject. I know. Kalamatsong. And labo in that household, namely Utsakani no Beauty, like daughters in the house. And they used to do the dishes, the laundry, cleaning the floors, sweeping the yard, washing laundry abantu, because they were the girls in the house. Now, mind you, 13, 14 Ubeauty, the oldest, and the youngest is like 10, 9. But they did those chores. Why? Because it was expected of them from a household they are able to do certain chores like washing laundry, washing the dishes, doing whatever it is that needs to be done in the house. So I can say, yeah, where I grew up, the culture was around, culture being a set of behaviors and influences that, yeah, much gender roles were present, which is males should do this, women should do this in the household.
So speaking of that, men should do this, women should do this. Do you guys believe in equal pay for equal work?
No.
Why not?
No, it's just no.
Why not?
Because I'm a man. Can't be paid as the same as Mbe Namabel.
But then if it's equal work, can't it be equal pay? Like, I mean, you got, oh my.
No justification, just no.
No. I think it would be equal work, equal pay. Nah, it's just like, if looking at what type of job maybe, and the position and the contract and the years and the amount of hours needed. If we are putting in the same amount of effort in everything and we do the exact same thing, I would like to say yes for the sake of, you know, being humane. I'd like to say yes. But even without any gender roles, me and Nkosinacho could be doing the same job and getting different pays.
Also, I note it's not a matter of
gender. It's just a matter of who you are and what value you have.
Okay, let me give you some context for your argument, or for my argument actually.
Construction workers.
Not construction workers. The CEO here, Capitec, is a jet or Baba or Mundweslis.
Yes.
CEO here, FNB, either FNB or Netbank, is a female. And she earns 178K per annum. and then less than the gent who was a Capitec.
100 and something K?
Less.
Oh, okay.
No. Yeah, but they earn significantly less while doing the same job, literally. We CEO your banking institution, but they're not paid equal. Doing the same amount of work, putting the same amount of hours for banks, yet they are paid different. And significantly
don't think both banks pay the same amount of money for both their workers. Because it could be a bank thing.
It probably isn't.
So you think all the banks, okay, the banks that we think are in the same level, being Capitec, FNB, Standard Bank, and Absa for Rich Kids, Nedbank.
Absa for Rich Kids.
Yes. Yes. Absa
she uses Nedbank, that's why she's offended. And she's a rich kid.
Oh, Nedbank and Absa for Rich Kids.
Yeah. And we move from that point.
But Nedbank and Absa for Rich Kids. So Standard Bank, FNB, and Capitec
is for us poor kids.
Time Bank is for
if you are poor like Time Bank.
Like, that's
and then rich kids like her,
Nedbank and
Absa. So if you ever need
money,
if you is your girl.
Anyway,
and she can borrow you money for subscriptions.
Oh really? Oh shit, dog! I actually need
no interest.
Guys, they're telling lies.
No
Don't
interest.
Listen to them.
Just subscribe and then bring back her money.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, we know where you live.
We know where you live. He's a hacker, by the way.
No, I am not. At any rate, back to the conversation.
What was I saying?
You don't know what.
No, I know. I was saying it could be a bank thing, or it could just be she's not either as qualified or she doesn't have the experience he does.
She's qualified more than Yena. She has been in the industry longer than the gent. And it's not a bank thing. Loguti, they pay different rates. If you are in the industry, there is an industry rate, like a minimum rate. And the minimum rate would imply that they have to be rated or paid the same.
So she's not getting the minimum rate?
No.
So she's getting below that?
Yes.
Then it's not because she's a woman.
It is.
It's because she's not focused. See, if you're focused, you would go and fight it. You can't be earning less than the required rate and think because you're a woman.
Contracts.
You need to be focused. It's not about being a woman. Think about it. If a gent was getting less, do you think we'd just sit around and say, yo, they're paying me less? No. He would wake up, office in the straight, you can't be paying me this money. I am gonna start stabbing people if you don't give
Why
me
are we stabbing people? Okay, violence.
Violence is an answer.
Yeah.
Peace for who?
For what?
Peace for what? Violence, always.
Kill people.
If you need to get your answer, your suggestions or your point head,
be violent.
Make a statement.
Tango.
I mean, why do you think?
Let's move on.
But anyway,
there's this contradiction. Okay, let me say there's this thing that contradicts feminism, which is, what is your view on it? Do you think women are strong and independent, or do you think that they're weak and vulnerable?
Okay, Kala, because I have something else in mind.
Okay, do I think they are strong and independent or weak and vulnerable? Hey, as much as we want to say they are strong and independent, guys, let us not forget, women, I don't want to use the term fragile, but I will, because I enjoy it. They are very fragile. And as tough and as strong as they may look, they can only hold that for a certain amount of time. If they hold it for longer, it breaks them and it turns them to what they think men are. Men are logical beings. We are logical. We can't really think with our emotions or use them for any decision making.
Don't think with your heart, eh?
Yeah, exactly. We are logical people. Things need to add up so that we can understand them. Whereas women are more emotional. So there are things I will and can say that would come across as very cruel or in half the shit I've said sounds very
exactly.
But if a man listens to this, he might see it as, okay, he takes the points out of it and not how it was put. I understand you need to be politically correct, which I will not do. because I believe in speaking your mind. But women are not as strong as men are. Emotionally, probably. But physically and mentally, mentality-wise, women are strong. I've got a scenario I'll give you after. But physically, men are strong.
I bet it includes manipulation somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Yeah, obvious. You know, that's the only way you can get to a man's head.
Yeah.
Anyway, so physically, men are stronger than women. Emotionally, women are stronger than men. But all in all, if you're talking strength here, shy umfana ngempama and see how, if she does the same to you, if you can take it.
Okay, wait, pause.
Break.
Bigger net there. But anyway, why can't they be both?
What?
Strong and independent, and also weak and vulnerable at the same time. I think abantu abaningi miss.
Oh, wait. They can, but only a few women can be that. As I tell you, which women are those? Women who have been taught how to cater for a man.
That is okay. Yeah, no, that is true.
Exactly. And for you guys who think, it's women who know what you can be independent and have your own shit, but still know what umuntu wesilisa should be respected. The same way a man was taught what umuntu wesifazane needs to be loved and appreciated.
And I think the debater in me wants to crush that point, but for argument's sake, I won't.
For factual points,
I can crush you factual, but I won't. So, Ngitimina, we can balance.
I say crush in jail.
We can gur. Gur. Okay. I mean, I'm the one who stands behind.
Yeah,
like,
instigator.
I don't fight.
Instigator.
I fight. Because when I fight, I break your rib cage and.
Wow, this is because I'm skinny, right? Wow.
Wow.
I like how you get me.
That's body
I
shaming.
like how you get me.
The only reason you can crush me is because you're fat.
Basically.
Okay, it's still body shaming still.
But it's the
Yeah,
truth.
we are put shame animals go at this point.
It's only if you're ashamed of your body you can be shamed.
Oh, okay.
This is a
Are you
beautiful
ashamed?
body. This is a beautiful body.
Not really.
That's a fat body. Beautiful.
Not really.
What women settle for, what they want.
Which, okay, question for the contestants. Which scuba would you rather be sleeping on?
Comment down below.
Comment it down below.
Counter question. Which body would you have on top?
Okay.
Moving on, let's move
down
on.
below. And if you have not subscribed,
please subscribe.
And hit the notification bell because we are coming back again. And we are going to do the very same thing we are doing today, maybe even worse.
Yeah.
We are not yet comfortable. It's our first time here. So by the time we get comfortable, imagine, okay, anyway.
It's gonna be
but yeah.
Anyway,
we bring balance to each other.
Yes.
At any rate.
At any rate.
Yeah.
It's the English guys. Yes.
Aha.
So pause.
Hey, so we are the ones with the CO. This is the host.
No. At this rate, we've taken over your show. It's our show now.
No. Let's.
So they can balance.
Okay.
Being strong and independent, and being weak and vulnerable. Many people have this misconception that if feminism, if we were having a debate, and I actually believed in what you believe in, I would say if feminism is trying to make women men, which is not the case. Men.
Well, in some cases,
it's not the case.
Extreme feminists.
We have one miseducation on the side of people like you.
What?
Yeah, you are misinformed. You're uneducated.
I get my information from TikTok.
Makes sense. Makes sense. You cannot trust anything he says after this.
I am joking. I actually have research. I do research.
From Wikipedia. At any rate, at Wikipedia.
No.
No TikTok.
No.
Oprah. So yeah, you cannot trust anything he says after.
I talk to women every day. That's my argument.
You talk to women in what capacity?
And feminists.
You talk to women in what capacity? Exactly. So we move. We move.
Anyway,
So if feminism is pushing that balance between strong and independent and weak and vulnerable, because as much as we won't agree, they are to be feminine. You need to have warmth. You need to be emotionally in touch with yourself. You need to have that sensitivity. But to be strong and independent, you need to be strong and independent, smart, witty, logical. Feminism is all about balancing. Most women are weak and vulnerable, which is not a bad thing because you need that. You can't be having two men in a household.
It's a great thing.
You can't have two men in a relationship. Technically you can. But you can't have two men in a relationship.
It's just, woo. He did not just say that.
Yeah, Bo?
Please tell him not both of you are men. Some of, well.
Okay, I mean, are men because
they are male. They are male.
Yeah.
They can both be male.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
How does feminism affect our society?
It makes it bad.
What?
Why? Because one, men are flaky. Our gender, very flaky. What do I mean? They, they. So if
No. You said
if
my
you're
gender.
watching,
You said my gender.
If you're watching out there and you need a serious, committed person, that is me.
If you need a husband.
Then you forget your number on the comments and then obtain. But at any rate, back to the conversation.
I would not do that.
Other men, which are not me, flake. They are scared of commitment. They're not in touch with their emotional self. So what happens is they hit and run, leave you with the baby. So if we have the feminist movement, what it does is it gives balance to that woman who is single parent, that female who is in touch, who is dependent on daughter for drinks, because you'll be prostituting your friends.
Woo!
Unpopular opinion.
No, unpopular with females, very popular with men.
And we know this.
We know.
But you prostitute your friends because you're like, Utabu, buy us drinks. So
me at home, just for tonight.
Exactly.
Now it's just for the rest of your life.
So if feminism comes in and says you don't need to be a prostitute,
men will buy you drinks without sleeping with them.
Or with feminism is like you can buy drinks for yourself.
Yes.
Opposed to men even buying you drinks and expecting you to sleep with them, which is a fair trade. But you can buy, not really.
No,
people sleep with people for
free. You guys do it for free. Imagine.
I saw you meme the someone who's you sleep with people for drinks, says a person who sleeps with a guy for a text. So yeah,
I'm ghosted the whole week. I'm just a smooth killer.
People sleep with people for less.
So it's not a fair trade.
Not me. That's why niggas a disclaimer.
I am purely virgin.
You've never slept with a woman.
I've never slept with anyone. I sleep alone in my single bed at rest. My blankets know only my smell and get tuga. If my room, if a female came in and sat on my bed, I am purely, guys. I don't like how you guys.
Okay, do people who masturbate count as virgins?
Yes. No, not really.
So you know that he masturbates. So please help the guy, help the gent.
Why do you? It seems like you don't really agree with.
Because I don't.
Why?
I mean, maybe it could be because of my background. My mother is always portrayed as not a strong, dependent woman at the same time. Like, she's been with my father ever since they started dating, they got married, and they've been together. But I've never ever seen her in the light of which, if my father was never there, that would be the end of her. She's been a feminist before feminism was a movement, which goes to show me which the movement is not really necessary. It is the upbringing of people. If my mother was able to be a strong woman whilst being with my father, them being able to coexist and love each other and be there for each other without a movement standing behind them saying, okay, you can't allow your husband to do this, your wife can't just, no.
Do you know why it's necessary?
Why?
Me and you will agree. Uvum in the manga. Uvum.
Okay.
Common sense is not common.
Okay.
So it might have been common sense for Umamako to be strong and independent and logical and also sensitive and
My mom's the OG feminist, huh? Love you, mom.
But common sense is not common, so not many people have common sense. Not many of the girls we've met so look like PEIs. Okay, sorry. No shade. No shade.
Can I say something? Not most
It's
of
true.
Not most of the girls I've met ever.
Yeah.
Anyway, and I've been to Joburg and PE.
Yeah.
And you guys.
I thought you were about to count. Like,
Oh yeah, I've been to Durban too. But like I was too
Holiday.
young for feminists. I was too young for feminists.
what do you know
I
about
haven't been to
feminism?
feminist
I don't think I ever spoke to a girl when I went to Durban, which is sad.
So if feminism comes to bring common sense where common sense is not common, which is be balanced. You need a man. Don't act like you don't need a man.
Ooh!
Extreme feminism says you
It's
don't
toxic.
need a man. Yeah, extreme feminism is toxic, but feminism in general, feminism in normal, feminism with people who use their brains says,
Which is rare in some women.
yeah, very
Most
rare.
women. Actually.
That is why that guy said,
One drunk man is smarter than 3 sober women.
it's not true, but I'm clapping my hands.
That's why hence I'm not clapping.
Hey, it's not true.
You're not allowed to clap. If you did, you'd be a sellout.
When people clap their hands, now I was taught to clap my hands, but I don't agree. But
You clap your hands first.
no, I did not.
It's low chilling.
Okay.
Next question. What is your opinion? Your opinion of sexual objectification, portraying women or men as objects of sexual desire?
Now let me say.
Let me start because I know where you're going.
Can I just,
So
if you are
first-
if you are sexy, you are sexy. You cannot go around. It has nothing to do with feminism. Nothing.
You
If you are
can't be
sexy, you are
unsexy.
sexy. You will be sexually objectified. I don't care who you are, where you are. It's up to you whether you own the situation and take control, or you hide and become uncomfortable. Nothing's gonna change.
Let me flip this on its head. Yes, if you are sexy like me, you will always be sexy. That is true.
Gorgeous.
I mean, with a J, G-O-J-A-S,
Gorgeous.
Tango. If you are gorgeous, like us, you will forever be gorgeous. If you are sexy, you are
They
sexy.
will objectify you no matter what.
But let me turn this on its head. Let's find the roots of people objectifying people who are sexy like us. You objectify people. I guess no more use on the statement. This is what do you bring to the table. Most people bring
Private parts
to the table,
only. Imagine.
and in
Definitely
most cases, it's
women.
yeah.
Yeah, I would say it. It's women. They only bring private parts. Not all of them. Most of them.
So, umuntu who is objectified as an object of sexual desire is objectified only because they don't think they have more to offer. They will only objectify you when you don't show what you have more to offer than your body.
Me
or your
adding
private parts.
on to that. If, please, you can be offended all you want. I don't care.
Washa?
Your content is ass.
Yeah.
You walk around every day advertising ass.
Literally have Instagram account with 32,000 people who just come for the S.
Every conversation you are in involves ass, sex, alcohol, and drugs. What do you think people would do every time they see you? They're gonna objectify. But
So-
if we're sitting with you and we're discussing things, and we can talk to you and then
Intellectually.
we can switch from making sexual jokes to intellectual jokes. You have more to offer.
We
You can't be
will never
objectified.
objectify you.
You
Like
can
that.
be, what do you call it when you see someone as a wife? Houseified. Can be houseified.
Damn
I'm sure
it.
if that's a word. But if you've got literally nothing else to offer, that's why it goes with the cute, Insta guys. What do they call them?
I
For a
don't
name.
know.
But because they can see which there's nothing more than his looks and his Insta page that he can offer. The test Trapsers poster every morning after hitting the gym. All I will do with him is text him when I want to be pleased. That's
This is
it.
how you find a sugar mom. I think I need to do that.
Yeah, this is how we find sugar mamas. I think we need to cut down on the intellect part and focus on the sexy part of us.
Yeah, I need to go to the gym and work on some things.
Yeah, me it's the chest. But anyway,
Lol.
anyway,
Any rate,
if you have nothing to offer, you will be sexually
So,
objectified. And
I think we're in agreement.
if you know it, again, if you know you've got nothing to offer, that's when you feel objectified.
exactly.
If you know you've got nothing to offer, if you only know you are sexy, and that's the only thing, I am beautiful, I am sexy, I am a bad bitch, then you will always feel objectified. We could look at you thinking, where the heck did she do her hair? You will see us looking at you and think we're thinking about your ass.
Not really. It's not that fact anyway. Like, really. Tolu Tumundu who never planned for an S and then confident as shit. Literally, this is no.
This is curved.
This has more curves than most girls.
Whoa!
This has
That's
more
ass.
This has more grip than most girls. But at any rate,
Yes.
Nyash than most girls. So don't think more. What if Angas, you know that they are Mandumazan. There's that one ugly girl, and they know that they are ugly, and their friends know that they are ugly. But every time they post something on Instagram,
they include them and they overhype them.
Stop overhyping your friends.
Stop overhyping ugly people. Let them know they're ugly so that they can pose accordingly. Stop letting them with no ass go. What are you showing us?
What? Why do you insist on traumatizing us?
Smile.
Because
sometimes
there's that, yeah. Your ass is in reverse.
Concave.
It's, yeah, at any rate.
Back to.
So, to sum up the question, the answer. If abantu be objectify, it's because you don't offer anything else.
And you know it.
Or you see yourself as being objectified because you know that you are not offering much. Or the person is just dirty, nasty, like.
Oh yeah, no, we're not justifying creeps.
Yeah, we are not justifying. That's why you are pedophile.
Perverts, pedophiles. No.
Yeah, but deserve ukshisu. Ngiyabona neje. But deserve
I'll
ukshisu.
tell you for what?
Bend
them.
No, hang.
Bend.
Hang and bend them.
No, hanging.
Hang while bending.
Maybe death penalty.
Death penalty. No, Konekas, we bend them for free.
Exact.
No, it should be legalized, because.
So
No.
Okay.
No evidence, no.
Hey,
No, and they
you just find
Dead
the
bodies
issues.
don't talk. Dead bodies don't talk.
And people in the community don't snitch, so.
Exactly. They will burn you
But
right
there's
there
always
and
that
then
one
they'll be the one
Calling the police.
What the shy? Oh yeah.
Ask no questions,
Hood.
hear no lies.
Hood law.
Hood law.
Hood
Mob
law.
justice.
This question, yeah. That's all I'm gonna say. Why isn't there something called masculinism?
Oh, love it.
Because
Masculinism.
goes back to what we said in Kanin. I'm a man. Shut up, bud. Do something. Think of an answer. I want to look at any rate.
Oh, shame, some tape for most guys.
Contributions.
So we went. Yeah, so sad.
Anyway, he was answering.
So the first thing I said, now being the question of tell me now, feminism doesn't serve males. Why? Because they already have a leg up. They already have advantage. So they don't need a movement of their own in masculinism. Because there are no odds that needs to be evened out. They're already up, so there's no need for masculinism. Maybe if they have a movement for males, it would be so that Bazo Yuba toxic. And I would be part of the movement too.
Toxic, don't justify.
Yeah, me too, I would be part of the movement because I have some toxic traits. I'm a pig. Yeah, I would be part of the movement.
And I'm cool. I'm a feminist.
Lol.
Girl.
You are gay. Why are you gay?
Do your parents know you're gay? Anyway, I've got a question.
Probably.
I've got a question for you.
For me.
Do you believe in equality?
Think very hard.
Remember, I'm the one that asked. Do you believe in equality?
It's a trap.
I know very well that time it's okay.
It's a trap.
It's a yes or no question. Let's not spin it. Yes or no question. Do you believe in equality? Yes. So, since women are emotional beings, in your fit of rage or frustration, if you happen to beat my arm or push me around or even slap me,
Oh no, I knew he's gonna
how do you expect me to respond? Because if he did the same to me,
You would
best
fight.
believe he's catching his hands.
Yeah,
He's
well,
catching all the smoke. But since you are a female and you guys really want equality so bad, how would you rather I react to that situation? Because personally, I'm thinking, oh, you beat me first.
Now
Not
you
only,
now we throw
it's
it.
not even GPV, it's called self-defense.
Mm.
And I'm not obliged to hold back.
'Cause
Because
we are
it's not like
equal.
we play. Angry, you are equal. We are equals. You catching these hands at their fullest max.
So do you still believe in equality? Exactly. So if feminism is not...
No,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been pushed by a man before? Like with intention?
So push after this.
Yeah, we'll push you after this.
You must have said, beware.
First we'll push each other, then push her. We want to show you the difference.
You
I
won't
still
push each
believe
other,
in
then.
equality, ladies and gents. Regardless of he adds the example as an eye to argue his point.
Okay.
I still believe in it.
So you believe that a construction worker, a male construction worker and a female construction worker deserve the same right? Oh, well,
Or what? A
deserve
male construction worker and
a female construction worker. The workers, not the surveyors, not the
The
workers,
workers.
the heavy lifters, the machine operators. Do you still believe that equality should be available there?
I need to they have the same qualification, so they be doing 71.
So you think
Would you
it would
work
be
there?
fair for
With
a
your
woman to lift cement
What?
the whole day?
The woman, we are heirs, we are funded qualification, knowing very well that she will be dealing with interest in Jayana, in the workspace. So I can't say no, I don't expect a woman to do that and that. If we funded and it's a qualification, was it that to deal with interest in Jayana
Do they
every day?
get a qualification for that they have lifting part? Really?
I think
A package must let's
I think it's just contracted labor. They just, oh, do you want to work?
Yeah, because I think it's. I don't think you can.
Abafundela actually qualification.
The surveyors.
Ish. Yeah, there's qualification for bricklaying. There's a qualification for using a heavy
The machinery, yeah.
There's a
I'm
qualification.
talking about, you know, that guy. You
Osha
find-
Kabati, Opeti, cement. There's no qualification for that.
Yeah, so do you think a woman would or should be hired for that job?
Would you go and apply for that
No,
job?
not her. She's.
Never mind.
Okay, if
Never mind.
There's I'm
If
what?
this,
I'm what?
no, he understands.
Yeah.
Can you make me
So
understand?
tell after the show, we don't want to appear very. Yeah.
Yeah, but do you think that position should be given to a female? Do you think it would be fair if you're walking past and you saw umuntu wesifazane? Man,
We have upper body strength, lower body strength. We are built
If we're strong and if
from
we're
a
strong-
biological level. We are built as males
we are
to
built for
handle that.
hardships. We are built for hardships. Again, I say, you guys want equality in jobs, in high positions. The heavy lifting part of society, you guys are not ready to.
I think when you find a woman who's like big, it's because not a deformity, but something went wrong at a molecular level.
No, so
it's
the
not
show
how
is true.
it's we
Sometimes
learn
the
this.
woman is a
We
deformity.
learn, yeah. Ooh, that is true. We
No, but she's still a woman. No, she's still a woman.
does she identify? Because abantu identify.
No, she can identify as whatever, but she runs with women, she's a woman.
I identify as a kid.
I identify as broke.
I too identify as broke.
You can't identify as a cat and broke. Oh, but
Nam,
he, they, them. So you can identify as more than one thing.
Well, I do identify as fine.
Nanseko broke, by the way. Fine.
No, fine looking. I'm still broke. I'm fine looking.
You can identify as more than one. Kule. I'm trans. Okay, no. Trans-brocational.
So, based on all I've heard now, you guys don't think that our country is fair and equal.
It's not.
That's what I'm saying. I'm concluding. I'm no longer even asking that question.
Why are you concluding?
It's very
Why
fair.
are you a frog? Just conclude.
It's
Jump
very fair.
in to conclude.
For me, it's fair. I mean, the parliament needs our money. It's not like it's only the men that are doing it. The females in power eat our money too.
Natasha Tahano.
Kona lo mama na chup chup. Ngathi she's something what.
Asiye.
Let's
Yeah.
not go there.
I mean,
Ungavusi isn't. Yeah.
it's equal. If women cheat more than men, it's not even. It's more than equal at this point.
Women cheat more than men.
I said women cheat more than
Oh
men.
yeah, no, that is true.
Yeah.
I realized since.
They can't keep their legs closed, bro.
Oh,
It's wild.
No, out here in
It's
these streets.
wild.
Literally.
Wild.
I have a photo. Should I show you the photo?
Show me the photo.
Should I show the people the photo?
Not the people. Show me your love for the people.
So I'm gonna explain the photo. The photo in Ntombazane is Seko and Ntombazane in one night.
Oh, is it the girl that kissed like 5 days?
Yeah. That one.
Imagine. And she wakes up in the morning. Guess what it's gonna be said? The guy she wakes up with who's a But no, she's the one. This is less. This is just crazy.
I
This is
remember
three.
this girl.
Imagine waking up in the morning when, because they are nice guys like us. I went to Griff Ngaktola, I want you can walk home. I took you, I'm being a nice friend. Mina ngizolala phansi elale
Shape
ebhedini.
Bukaki mfana.
Avuke ekuseni umuntu athi who are you? Nama ngizazi ukuthi who am I because who does she know me as? Bese ngivuka nginecala. And you know what? All of you are gonna believe which I was wrong for something I never even did just because I was nice. This is why masinibone groove singanikhulumisi.
Yeah.
Sizomziba.
Because uqala nibethanga nemali yotshwala.
What's niyathengelwa nimitshwala nisithengile?
Okay, kufanele sikhulume ngale.
Nangifuna ne-drink futhi angifuni notshwala.
Girls do the most disgusting stuff.
Yes.
Umuntu uze laphayana uthe choma sambe sobona phambili.
So basuyile 50 rand bay6. A6.
So mabasuyile laphayana. That's not the disgusting part. The disgusting part is I need to ask you if you take a ritual then something must be given in exchange. Sometimes it's not safe, sometimes it's the BJ, the parking lot, or a toilet. And then after ebuya ukuyokotha ama balls omuntu ebuye ezobhema ihambi esizoyibhemisana
Humbly owners siyasokola. Don't let her.
Uma ngabe I am giving you free advice.
Oh,
own a vape. When you're going to Groove,
yeah.
don't give anyone your vape. Own a vape. Go to Groove with a vape. Why? Because
keep your mouth and legs closed. That's all I'm gonna say. Feminism, don't.
Okay, when I'm disappointed about. You remember that story with the girl who had a multicolored dress and then Island guy. Island guy.
So what happened is this girl was live, right?
Yeah.
She was live on Facebook.
And Mchita wavela. Okay, what's okay? Guys, good looking. What ingena? Mchita wehlisa ibrew ukhohle keep it on.
He was drunk.
What? Watrisa yena oba right.
Gents, don't be disappointments out here. You never know when they're back DVD. So
yeah.
Always be prepared. If was Uban stage fright, party vibe.
But in his defense, he was staying safe. He just wanted the warmth of those fazan without the dangers of impregnating or contracting any diseases. That is smart.
Okay,
it's
gonna sound wrong because I am standing with feminists, but it's the truth. If it was Ute give it up, that is surely she has something.
See, and he saw what she shared something. That's why he kept his pants on.
Exactly. So I got disappointed. I don't cheat.
He made us proud. I am proud of him for
He was smart.
You played the game, boy. You got her.
The game did not play you.
You played it. You are him.
Ask your question. We are done. Ask your ask.
Does feminism sometimes have an unfair image?
Yes, toxic masculine feminism, which emasculates men in order to emasculate women in a toxic manner. Giving women have become entitled to doing or saying or having certain things because they are female and because they feel they've been oppressed for so long. You have to work hard for the iPhone 13.
Oh, okay, so we're going there.
No, I'm just saying it. They know.
Okay, that only applies to.
Okay, I'm kidding, guys. But still, as long as you're not emasculating a man with your feminism, it is okay. It has a perfectly good balance. But once you think, I can do this because I am a woman, you are a man, you're not allowed, you are a man, you must, you are a man, you should.
Uthi indoda master akana license. Indoda master akwazi nokuyithengela iKFC on a given day kodwa ufuna ama-wings. Ngimuzwa umuntu ethi indoda master.
Ngimuzwa umuntu eposter indoda master. Or epost ukuthi Sabawell.
One, awuna qualification. 2, awuna mali. 3, awuna moto. 4, awuna iPhone 13. Awungeke uzokwazi nje ukuthengela ingane yakini. Ayizokwazi ukuyithengela wena.
3 unengane engenababa.
Ingane
ongayikhumbuli baba wayo.
So bambisa umntana abantu ibhantshi.
Mara wena uthi indoda master, uthi Sabawell ini.
Ngemali kabani.
Thank you.
So if feminism brings that common sense, ukuthi hey, have your no.
Okay. So they just do that out of spite,
yeah.
They are very lazy.
I think bafiwe labangathi bathe ukhanipha ncane grabbing. And then ukuze feminism ibe ne bad image, it's because of laba ba extreme. They're like, are we dating indoda? They take it to the extreme. You dating indoda ngaphandle kwalokho uzothenga ama dildo awudwe.
Feminists are hypocrites, by the way. Hypocrites.
I said what I said. Ngithe mina.
Sikuzile.
Ngithi mina abantu abama extreme feminists laba baziwayo futhi kakhulu abayi-advocatelayo like awudingi indoda, you can labo banama deal 20 minimum because bathi abafuna indoda but bafuna make me understand this. Indoda comes with
package.
And then it's awuyifuna indoda kodwa ufuna
service yakhona, but unless you are not
confused
or you are not into men, then you are a feminist that is toxic because clearly you don't need indoda, but that's for you because you're not into men.
Ungatshela abantu ukuthi abadinga amadoda
because you are promoting ukuthi bebe yigabani even though they don't want to.
Exactly. Yenza rock paper scissors yakho wedwa.
Anyway,
emphasis on scissors.
I was still saying, yabo ingelelana naleyo part. I was going there. They are hypocrites because you don't need indoda with 20 dildos, right? You can't even afford one. How you think indoda uzothola?
Stop believing.
What's lambu yafa? It's why anything actually. It's why anything, but you don't need indoda. Then there's a thing. Some feminists are. You don't need men. As a woman, you can do everything until because they haven't found a man that loves them and cares for them. They told indoda bathandana.
Nina nisele nibambele labayisho kuqala bazange balungise manje because they are happily married manje.
There is a famous
she
found a man. I think she's happily married or engaged or she's happy. She said she's no longer a feminist. That's what she said. She just withdrew.
So nina nisele ke uthi
yeah,
madoda izinja. Noma ngathiwa siyizinja, we have what you need.
A heart.
Yeah. What were you thinking, you
dirty-minded
little one?
You have the heart. Stop adding my child here. This is type of mother.
Thinking what you're thinking.
You little one.
I was watching this. You can't be thinking what you're thinking.
Yeah, I was talking about heart. We have what you need.
We have golden heart.
A heart. Indo, let me give you an advice. Indo, the thing we call umuntu wesifazane from Indo to Dimutan. Simple. yekani ukuthanda amadoda nilokhu nithi ngama-ride or die mina ngiyamkhuza umuntu ofela abantu ujesu kuphela nilokhu nithi ngama-ride
yo, let's not take it there. Let's not take it there, please.
Touch the subject.
We move.
Question for the day to you who is watching. Why is there a stereotype of feminists hating men? Aniphendula at all.
Angiphendulanga.
For you guys.
Comment
down below.
What's what you've got an answer for everything?
Comment down below.
Comment down below for that question.
Okay, taking us to our last questions for our guests.
Pause.
You can't refer to us as guests.
Okay, I'll call my co-host.
For today until forever.
High five.
We got a job.
Yes.
Do you agree men and women should be equal? What steps should be taken to achieve equality?
Hey man.
Before we pendule le. Before okay uzoqala iphendule. Before ephendule, before nami ngiphendule. Sinikeza iwisdom yethu. Esiyinikeza yona for free. Subscribe. 1. Like. 2. Click the notification bell. 3. Comment below. 4. 5. Share. If ubuye ku YouTube, copy the link and then uthumele ku group chat yakho kwakho. Lo uhlale uthumele ama good morning pictures.
Thank you.
Uthumele esikolweni. Uthumele group chat esisonto no sisontweni lakho because usibusiso uyathukana. Ungayithumele esontweni lakho. Ungayithumele esontweni lakho.
Share the videos of your mama.
Yeah. So ni share, like copy the link and paste niyawazi ama-feminist enihlala nawo. They need to hear this. Niyawazi amantombazana ngena common sense. Maningi futhi. Maybe uyiyo nje ubukile. You need, I'm blunt. Awuna common sense, literally. Like why ingqondo yakhe ingasebenzi? Lale nomfana for ama-wings. Ulale naye, like literally, engene ephume for ama-wings.
What's that, dog? Sis, man.
Man.
What are you talking
Okay, oh, never mind. At any rate, share the video. So like, subscribe,
my innocence,
the notification
my
bell.
innocence has just been stripped away from me. Oh my god.
Who might be innocent?
Because
I'm innocent and I strip her off.
Ma click the notification bell. You focus guys. Uma click the notification bell. Uma ngabe i-content enje esizoyipost. I-drop. Yini abantu bokuqala bazoyithola, yabo? So uma click the notification bell wenze ukuthi basheshe bakuthole. So kuyokusiza.
Make sure you hit.
Question yokugcina ke i-rephrase usibusisa iphendule.
Do you agree men and women are equal or should be equal? What steps should be taken to achieve equality?
all I'm saying is that I don't think we should be equal. We were never built for equality. If they wanted us to be equal, you'd be as strong as me. But you're not. So I don't think we should be equal. Rather, I feel like we should be taught how to behave and coexist with your opposite gender. It's just that simple. Men know how to treat women. Sure, not all of us do it correctly, but from growing up we are taught how to treat a woman. From the shows we watch, from the families we come from, we are taught how a woman should be treated. Women, however, do not know how to treat a man. I don't ever remember a show where a woman had to do something for a man. Unless that woman there was a point where she was being used and abused. So you guys have seen every point of view of a man, but you never see the point of view of a woman. It's either she's being abused or being chased.
Lol.
She's never had to prove herself worthy.
And even shy foot now.
She has never had to prove herself worthy for a man's love. So if you guys learn how to behave accordingly and treat men properly, men will be.
They're learning about men to see them.
No, nigga, I'm trying to find my wife.
I know.
Oh, please, comment there.
So men will treat you the way you treat them. Because honestly, you want to be feminist? It's cool. Angry, you really want to be feminist. We will raise our standards to the standard we want. We really want.
Yeah, because we have standards.
We really settle for some women. I don't wanna lie. Some guys settle for some women. Amanya might be because they are hungry. Amanya is because they understand which not a lot of women can reach their standards. But if you wanna be feminist and wanna raise the bar,
we can raise the
bar. Raise our
too.
standards. Good luck trying to tell
Literally. Okay, have you seen? It's only rare cases. Have you seen a guy cry for a girl? You have not.
Yes.
Have you seen guys fight for girls? You have not. What we do is we walk away. Why? Because we know our worth. Like literally, we either stay in a relationship because it's attraction. If it's not attraction and some kind of love genuinely, it's common sense. It's transactional. We are about to pay her in a man, so we can do something. She looks good and she has nyash, we can do something. Otherwise, we don't.
It's logical.
It's always either attraction or it's transactional. But again, we have a different perspective to answer the question. We can achieve the equality. Equality, yes, is what we strive for. But we change your definition of equality. Uma ngabe ni team airborne I watch soccer. Uma ngabe kukhona goalkeeper, a striker, a defender, a midfielder. They are a team and they're all equal. But they don't do the same things. They don't have the same functions. They play different roles. So if you are all important, because if you're teaming in a defender, then the team goals are likely to score. If you're teaming in a striker, they're likely to lose because they don't have someone to score. Yeah, it's the truth. So, my basically later in the context of male and female or feminism and like that comparison with feminism masculinity in a sense. Indoor has a particular role to play. In society, in a relationship, whatever you want to call it, umuntu wesifazane has a role to play in that same context. So if you understand a role that you need to play, then equality. It doesn't mean you are less important, doesn't mean that you are not valued, it just means you occupy where you are most effective. Instead, if in a relationship, cheater makes the man, okay, use it so.
I think for us, guys, it's not that I'm against feminism. I'm just a Zulu man with common sense. You provide for your woman, she shows you respect and love.
Not that she can't work.
She can. Sure, your woman could be working her ass off. She could even be earning more. But my instinct is
literally. Okay, recent. What would you do if I was earning more? I was like, okay, earn more. Got the responsibility to provide for Mundu lies with you.
She could be earning more, but as a Zulu gent, me, I believe I'm supposed to provide.
I'm not threatened. I'm such
she could cover whatever she wants to cover. If she wants to cover it, she could tell me, hey, look, I'll cover this and that. Sharp. But I'm still gonna be the one at the end of the month or whenever I feel, we say, babe, let's go out. Babe, I'm going to buy groceries.
We are not threatened by success. We are not threatened by the fact that you have more money. We know our responsibility. We know our place.
We are the providers.
And then umundu wesifazane naturally has a womb. You give them a seed, a sperm.
Birth machine.
We are full weans. But you give them a sperm and then they give you back. Oh, not have a child. Put your seed somewhere. Because it's been on your sheets for a while. Because of self-service, but at any rate, we move. We move. So you give. Back to my analogy.
Don't.
It's true though.
No.
You need to wash your sheets.
I get service.
But anyway, get service. Good luck finding But at any rate, you give seed, sperm, and they give you back a baby. Naturally, abantu take a little and make a lot. That's what they do. So we give them a seed, man. If they give us meals, they give us clothes, they give us a warm home. Then we give them a house, they give us a home. You don't get the so you get where I'm going. You said the same thing I said. Go to in a more. The pressure getting worse.
What being my boy?
Right now,
just know you are going
down. That's getting the pressure.
Comment below. It's the worser that's getting the pressure. So I'm a Rosa to give. We give something, you give us something back in return, multiplied. Why? Because that's your role. Yeah.
I like the
CFO.
example you made. I like the example you made in the soccer team that you guys are equal in the team but play different roles.
Yes.
Like I feel like maybe that's the implementation that should be implemented
For equality.
for the equality in our society. And then the society must find a way to accept that we play different roles as men and women. But
It changes the term. The thing is, it changes the term. It's no longer equality, it's coexisting. Because equality would mean all of us are equal.
And we do the same thing. That's why you see the right to mean they should change the definition of equality. Because the definition here is no, they can say equality, but they should use equality in the right context. What it's not being.
It's not being it's knowing what role you do and knowing how to do it.
He has a puzzle, Anjan. A puzzle with jigsaw without the other piece, the one area is not complete. That is equality. The pieces are not the same. But they fit each other and they complete each other. That one is half.
No, that's what I
said.
Please.
Closing remarks of Valley Show because wow. You know you done.
I did nothing wrong. And again,
you think you didn't do anything wrong?
It's your boy Spectacular See one more time. I am a church going person. I'm very innocent. Everything you saw here was just an act.
Tell him follow.
Oh, I'm on shit. Yeah, no, guys, this wasn't an act. This is why
he's on shit.
Because I know shit my content, right?
Oh, follow him.
Anyway, follow me on TikTok as Spectacular Smooth, Spectacular_Smooth. YouTube as Spectacular Smooth. Insta as Spectacular Smooth. And
yeah, Kosnati Michelle. Instagram, Kosnati, the last I, 2 eyes, _ Michelle.
So today, right, like Kosnati, the last I, 2 eyes.
No, like
yeah, literal. How do you get what I mean? We're looking Kosnati Michelle and then
she'll write the thing in there.
Yeah. As of there anyway. So we only season you follow. Okay, I don't have any content. But follow me either way.
That's what
I will make content and then I will surprise you. Oh, I will post a naked picture. You never know. Never know.
Keep them.
Show you my schmeats.
They must not know your next move.
No, Baba.
They cover here means
1 minute could be slugging.
Like
Looking down.
A heartfelt thank you to you guys for gracing us with your presence. It was such a pleasure, guys. This conversation was good. And yes, guys, they didn't be coming back.
you need to hear
Next week.
Please do make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you will be notified each time I upload a video. See you on the next video.
Yeah.
Yes, Asambe.